Welcome back to the Case Talk, where we do UFC fight analysis, fight breakdowns, and give updates on the upcoming fights. Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal will face each other again, but this time it will go down in the boxing ring in the lightweight division, 175 pound of 10 rounds. Diaz and Masvidal faced each other in the main event of UFC 244 with the BMF title in the line. In that fight, Masvidal earned victory with TKO due to the doctor's stoppage in the third round because of the cut suffered by Nate Diaz. Since getting retired from UFC, they are still in combat sport. Masvidal got retired from UFC after facing loss in April 2023 against Gilbert Burns with a unanimous decision. Nate Diaz left the UFC in 2022 after a massive victory against Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson was the backup fighter for Khammam Chimaev as he couldn't qualify the weight for the fight. Nate Diaz has no plan to come back on UFC again. It was a mission accomplished for Nate Diaz at UFC 279 after submitting Tony Ferguson. The reason why Nate Diaz is beloved in the MMA is because of his unpredictability and endurance. You never know what he's gonna do, but you always know he will be entertaining you. Recently, Nate Diaz suffered a loss against Jake Paul, the YouTuber, in his boxing debut, and this is gonna be his second appearance in boxing. The fight is gonna take place in July 6th, California. Originally, the fight was set for June 1st, but has been moved to July 6th to avoid clash with UFC 302 Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. Jorge Masvidal thought it would be the best to rebook the fight because he wants all the eyes on his boxing match against Nate Diaz. Especially he don't want to go against UFC. For you to know, he is still under the contract with UFC, just he was granted to fight outside of it. Nate Diaz says he don't have nothing to do for UFC because he is not a UFC employee anymore. As Masvidal says, this doesn't make sense. Nate is not a boxer. He has a fan base in UFC, not in boxing. So why go against your own fan base? However, this gives Masvidal some extra time for preparation, but it is making him more eager to get his hand on Nate Diaz. Masvidal says we could have had this fight on earlier date, but this guy is a diva, such a coward. He don't want to fight in Miami, not in Texas, not in California, or unless it is in his hometown. Here I'm frustrated, training every day just to get in there with this guy and hurt him badly. Michael Bisping says Diaz is gonna suffer the same fate against Masvidal as in the boxing ring as he had suffered loss in UFC 244. Masvidal is already taking the win. Nate Diaz is not a bad striker. He is a better jiu-jitsu guy. He is a better mixed martial artist, but not the best boxer, not the fastest, not the quickest. As we saw before, he was struggling a little bit in his boxing debut against Jake Paul. So guys, this fight is already predicted all over the world. But still we fans wants to find a chance, opportunity for Nate, how he's gonna impress us in the arena. Fans still wanna see the gangster Nate. So hope you guys are updated on this upcoming event, which we're gonna encounter soon in July. Keeping it till here for today. We'll meet again in the new video of Cage Talk. Till then, bye, take care. This is Lakpa signing off.